Hi, welcome back to Cake's Kitchen. My name is Jake Olson. I'm a graduate of Indiana University with a bachelor degree in health fitness, and I'm a current Master of Public Health student at Indiana University in the Public Health Administration program. I wanted to do something different for today's video. A lot of people ask me, what do you do with a Master of Public Health degree, and what do I plan on doing when I graduate? So Kara suggested me doing a video on the different policy ideas I have, and here we are. In fewer words, someone in my field creates laws or policies to improve the health of their organization or community. And that organization could be a hospital, or a community could be county, state, or even a country. Someday in the very distant future, I do want to run for public office, so this is an interesting way to get my ideas out and for people to better understand my field. For this video in particular, I'll be discussing why I support a national sugary beverage tax. America's obesity, as most of us already know, has reached epidemic levels and only continues to rise. Heart disease and cancer are linked to obesity, which are the two biggest killers in America. For those of you who are watching who may be in good shape or not overweight, the economic impact of obesity affects you as well. A 2010 study by the Brookings Institute found $147 billion was spent annually in medical spending related to obesity in the United States, and $66 billion was lost annually due to a decline in productivity as a result of obesity. Again, this is a 2010 study, so in the past 9 years, these costs have likely only risen, and this causes the premiums of healthy individuals to rise as well. So the community being overweight causes healthy individuals to lose money. So you may be thinking, yes, I know America is overweight and something needs to be done about it, but what is a sugary beverage tax and what does it have to do with obesity? So a sugary beverage tax simply is a tax placed on suppliers of any sweetened beverages. This includes energy drinks, soda, fruit juices. The goal of such a tax is to allow citizens the personal choice. They can still buy these products, but it does financially incentivize you to pick a healthier choice, such as water or milk. The premise for targeting sugary sweetened beverages with such a tax to curb obesity does have scientific backing. This 2010 Harvard study found a strong correlation between the amount of sugary beverages consumed and diabetes as well as obesity. So that means, in theory, reducing consumption of sugary beverages should reduce rates of obesity in the community. These types of taxes, known as Bogovian taxes, have been very successful in other industries as well, most notably the tobacco industry. So increasing tobacco taxes is kind of the champion of public health policy. This 2011 study found that raising tobacco taxes was extremely effective at reducing rates of consumption in young adults and low socioeconomic status groups. If successful for tobacco, that means that in theory, a similar tax should be effective at curbing soda consumption while still allowing personal choice. Sugary beverage taxes have also been successful at local levels. After enacting a 1.5 cents an ounce sugary beverage tax in Philadelphia, soda consumption dropped by 38%. And that would be a massive success in the eyes of public health officials. For reference, this tax caused a 2 liter of soda to raise about $1 in price. So a tiny price to pay if you truly are only drinking soda for special occasions. And it allows you that personal choice. And it should really only be a hindrance on those who have chronic consumption, or it curbs chronic consumption of soda. This tax in Philadelphia also brings in roughly $70 million annually in tax revenue. If you extrapolated that to the whole nation, like I suggest, this could result in $14.8 billion in tax revenue. In conclusion, because of the local success and scientific evidence, I am a supporter of a federal sugary beverage tax. And to finish, I wanted to counterpoint some common arguments against a sugary beverage tax. I would say that to those who say, why should the government be able to encourage what I do and don't put in my body? The government shouldn't be able to tell you what you can and can't put in your body. Prohibition, for example, was a massive failure. And we see today, in 2019, more and more states are legalizing marijuana all the time. But it is the government's duty to protect the population and encourage those safer and smarter choices. As we discussed before, one person being overweight does actually hurt others in the community financially. And no one has an issue with tobacco taxes. You will very rarely see an uproar with tobacco taxes. Society doesn't feel the same about soda taxes, though, because they just haven't accepted how bad soda is for you like they have tobacco. If more people understood that drinking soda could take 5 years off your life, as cited by a study down below in the description, I think more people would accept the idea of a sugary beverage tax. In response to those who say this tax would hurt the job market, jobs would simply be displaced, so you wouldn't lose total job amount in a particular area. That's because humans need to drink something, right? Like if you cut out soda from the diet, it doesn't mean that humans completely stop drinking liquids of any kind. It's likely that citizens would just start drinking more water and more milk instead of soda. So therefore, any jobs lost from soda would be made up for increased jobs in water, bottling, or dairy-related fields. And on top of that, PepsiCo owns Aquafina and Coke owns Dasani. So it's most likely that these jobs would stay in-house. They would just move from bottling one product to bottling a new product with the change in supply or the change in demand of the product. In response to those who claim these taxes hurt the poor, again, referencing that study cited earlier, it actually helped the poor. These taxes change the buying habits of the poor the most. And unlike food, I think there's a common argument you can make with food deserts, but with soda and water in particular, anywhere that the poor can buy soda, you can also buy water that's untaxed. And so it would actually allow the poor to choose a healthier lifestyle, more easily. I think with food, it's different because oftentimes if you tax snack foods, the poor doesn't have opportunities to buy, whole foods and, healthier foods. But I don't think that's the case for soda, because anywhere you can buy soda, you can buy a bottle of water. As for what should the tax revenue be used for, I'm a big proponent of always putting money like this back into public health programming. I think it could be used for a multitude of things, but something I'll discuss in a future video is the benefit building more sidewalks and streetlights in particular has for your city. I think that's something the revenue would be extremely effective for, but that will be discussed in a future video. All in all, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. I hope you guys learned something. I hope it, created some thought. Whether you agree or disagree, it got you thinking. And I'm sure I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you.